a very, very, very good morning to all of you. Yes, 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 it is time. Turn on your cameras and show me that you have a glass of water ready. Let's get there. Let's start this. Super excited, not even 1 minute to waste because today we have to learn so many new things and I have so many surprises for you. So quickly turn on your cameras. Today, I will be removing people who will not be turning on the cameras. So make sure your cameras are on unless you have a very valid reason. Turn on your cameras. Alisha, Gurpreet, Shreya, Pratibha, Ritika. I have Niranjan joined today, so he will be removing people whose cameras won't be on. So turn on your cameras. It's like because we are meditating together and we are doing this together, a lot of it has to do with energy, and you can't share energy or be a part of energy when you don't have a presence in them. So even though we are in online this, it makes sense. Just imagine if we were in we were in a practical class and we would be, sitting with our backs turned towards. So it's the same reason here. So quickly turn on your cameras. Okay. So today, as you know, is the day of the orange, and that's why you see this all orange there. Today is the day of the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra has always had a very, very special place in my heart because when I started this chakra journey, when I started my spiritual journey, sacral chakra was my first chakra to get fired up. So I have a very close relationship with this chakra, and today we are going to discover this. Since I'm in the art field and all, this is the chakra that I see mostly blocked around me, and today we are going to discover this chakra. Okay, so the significance of this chakra is most I see it with women who've had a child post pregnancy, postpartum is the time when the sacral chakra gets the most blocked. You feel a low libido, fear of intimacy, fear of physical connection, then no creativity, and you feel isolated. Now let me explain to you this entire concept of why are they closely related. So first of all, the sacral chakra is placed right near your personal region, near this part of your body where your entire reproductive energy is in it. It is also called the Swadhisthana chakra. Okay, it is the second chakra, and this chakra, if you can see, it's right next to your groin region, right next to where your reproductive region is. This chakra is very special because it is the home of a very special kind of energy. It's also called the sacral plexus. So this relates to your feelings, emotions, sexuality, and creativity. So what it means is, so I had explained this on Saturday. Let me explain to you a little more. You will often see that people with a very high level of creativity, people who have a very high level of, creative energy around it, these are the people who also have a very high sexual drive. You must have noticed that when you are into a creative part, when you are, in a good mood and all that, it also increases your vibe to get into something physical. At the same time, when your libido is low, when your physical yearning is low, you also feel dropped sense of creativity. So these are very heavily connected with each other. If you see all these celebrities and all, you will see how much of, it's all about relationships, it's all about sex, or for them. It's because of this, because these two these two energies are very, very closely related. Okay. So this is the region. So if you are facing in your life a sudden lack in decrease in energy with your partner, lack of what do you say, lack of energy, general sexual energy, lack of a feel for life. This is the chakra that might be blocked. Okay, so if you're having a creative block at work, not able to focus this, not able to get into ideas, or if you're feeling a sense of general this, it is there. This chakra is also important for people who have gone through trauma, for people who have had, childhood incidents, people who have a general negative tendency towards the opposite gender and all this. This chakra is also helping to this. Okay. Swa means self and Adhisthana means established. So Swadhisthana means is where the self is established, where your being, where your presence is there. Okay. So the god of this is, yesterday I had not mentioned this, the god of this chakra is Brahma, like the creation, all the things of it, it is there. The color of this is orange. Orange is the color of, as you know, sunrise also, which is a symbol of rising consciousness. Okay. So that's where it comes from. So if you have your chakra blocked, you will feel low libido, you will feel fear of intimacy, you're not able to connect with your partner. This is especially in women going through menopause, going after postpartum. This is the very important part to do. Now, if it is overfired, then you get a lot of, you are overstimulated, which means that you are always looking for pleasure, not just in forms of a sexual pleasure, but maybe drinking, maybe smoking. Your life is mostly about pleasure, fixing on that. You become too hedonistic, you become too manipulative. You want to find escape through pleasures. You also get over emotional. So the heart chakra is reason for the emotion, but here, because all your creativity or sensuality is part of this, you become over emotional. This is close to feeling hormonal. This is close to feeling all of this. This is close to feeling, when you have this hormonal outburst, if you have PCOD, if you have thyroid, you feel these rapid mood swings inside you. So if your chakra is overfired, you feel an over emotional. You don't know, suddenly you start crying. Suddenly you feel very, overwhelmed and you start crying. This is the chakra that might be disbalanced. Swadhisthana chakra means in your own abode. Okay. Swa means yourself. Adhisthana means your abode. So literally where your being starts from, where your being resides, where it is originating. This is the, it's obviously, it has got to do with your reproductive organs. So this is the chakra, a sign of origin, sign of birth. The color orange is also because of this. It talks about sunrise, how new things begin in new being come out to there. Okay. So that is what this chakra is. So now if it is imbalanced, if you have a balanced thing, you are passionate, you are creative, you are optimistic, you are open, you feel a sense of joy inside. Okay. Acha, the Muladhar is by Ganesha. The god of Muladhar is Ganesha. Like again, I don't want to put a lot of religion significance into this, but just for a fact, I'm mentioning that all of this is mentioned in this. Okay. So that is your sacral chakra. Please have a sip of water while we start learning about igniting about it, how to get in there and get in, and let's get on to this. Okay. Okay, I've shared the literal meaning of Swadhisthana. Mooladhar is root. Mool means, as you know, root. So that's where it comes from. Sacral, as you know, is a word related to more of, sacred, the, sacred feeling of having. It is the same here. Understanding why I am doing this chakra in so much detail is because understanding the meaning behind of it is there. Yes, thank you, Samiksha, for reminding this. You need to have the water that you stored in a copper or in a steel vessel. The element for this sign is water. So if you're a person who cries a lot, who, suddenly watching a movie or feeling anyone, looking at anything makes you feel very emotional, this is the chakra that needs to be balanced for you. This is the chakra. How many of you feel that, with nothing happens and you're still very over emotional, you start crying when you watch movies, you start crying, something else is happening, kisi aur ka dard ho raha hai, you start crying. How many of you are like this? Welcome. This is the reason for this. If you start looking into it little deeply and clearly, you will start noticing a lot of examples. For example, when after postpartum, women are generally very emotional. They feel a sense of crying. It is related to postpartum depression, all of this. This is because the chakra gets very disbalanced during that time. So all of these, if you see, are very closely related to each other. And once you start understanding the meaning of all of this, life absolutely changes. You have a doubt? No, okay. Reason for anything blocked is not like it is because of, actions, because of the diet you do, because of lifestyle. It's very difficult to say a particular reason that is not working. Just 1 second, some people are having troubles connecting. I'll just share the link with them again. Just give me 1 second. Maybe internet issues. Here it's working fine, but I'll send it. Okay. So we will start with our affirmations. So affirmations again, why do we say the affirmations? Yesterday, somebody had asked me, affirmations, when you say it out loud, your body hears these affirmations and they just set up a nice order for this. So the feeling for this chakra is I feel. Okay, this chakra is all about I feel. Yesterday's root chakra is about I am safe. This is more about I feel. So let's start with this. I am creative. Orange color pen. And full of great ideas. I am inspired and energized. I honor my sacred sensuality. I feel joyful, energetic, and alive. I listen to my body. Having low self-esteem for your body, having low, not being able to connect with your body, feeling ugly, feeling dissociated with your body, all of this is also helpful with this. Period mood swings are not exactly examples of blocked sacral chakra because they are periodically occurring, but mood swings in general are. I am worthy of being desired. I am comfortable with my body. So it's very important, this comfortable in your body. I honor my sacred sensuality. Okay. So I'm creative and full of great ideas. I am inspired and energized. I honor my sacred sensuality. I feel joyful, energetic, and alive. I listen to my body and give it what it needs. I am worthy of being desired. I am comfortable with my body. So yesterday we had done the Ho'oponopono. It is something you can do again to remind your body how much you love it. Related diseases, anemia, hypoglycemia, diabetes, all these endocrinal issues, lower back pain, low energy, kidney, and PMSing, like somebody mentioned, your mood swings and all those diseases with this. Okay, thyroid, PCOD is of course included in this. Okay, so these are the physical symptoms of your chakra being blocked or some issues happening in your body because of this. So now let's get on to it. Okay. So before I get on to the drawing part and art part, I want to share something very exciting with you. Okay. So yesterday I received something that I'm so excited to share with you today. It is something from one of my students, this entire incense box by Rakhi. Rakhi, you're here, right? So it's so amazing that I got this yesterday. Why I'm sharing this with you here in this. Rakhi is a tarot card and a Reiki healer. And a couple of months back, we had an Ikigai session. She's a part of our platinum member. And I had told her that she has so much, so much promise, and there's so much she can do with this. So Rakhi I had one day I had given this suggestion that instead of giving these incense sticks, basically incense sticks are your agarbatti sticks, why don't you share with me, why don't you make a whole box of a theme, of this entire theme as a box. And recently and yesterday I got this. I can't tell you, Rakhi, my entire house smells so nice. It smells so beautiful with this. Thank you so much for this. There are a set of incense sticks. There are these set of motichur candles. I'm going to do an entire picture through this. But I had asked her to share with me this on the chakra days because I wanted to, there's some alum, fit curry to get off reasons. So because incense and smell is also a very big part of your chakra. So for the Mooladhara chakra, it is sandalwood. And today's chakra, like this doing, cinnamon is a very good chakra for the smell and doing it. So why we burn incense, why we smell chakra, why we do it is, why we use incense or a good burning for this is because meditation is all about senses. And when you use incense, when you use dhoop, when you use scented candles, it adds to this. So of course, if you have a respiratory problem, please do not use it. But otherwise, soy candles, safe candles are things that you can generate and use this in your day-to-day life. Just get
I'm so glad you received it on time.
Huh?
I'm glad you received it on time.
I am so glad. I was waiting when it comes, and this is an absolute delight, Rakhi. Thank you so much.
And that is camphor, not alum.
Oh, that's camphor. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it's alumni. So it has got all the needs that I need to get my charm into this. So in case you people also want something, you can contact Rakhi. Maybe you can drop your number or Instagram in the chat box. And this is just a wonderful box to gift and to do it.
Thank you
Very
so much.
okay. The incense for this is cinnamon. And right as I burned it, my entire room is smelled with incense, with the smell of cinnamon. Cinnamon is for this chakra. Okay, so in fact, if you don't have a cinnamon candle and all, you can just burn a small piece of cinnamon, roast it and doing it. That will also, work. You don't have to really start looking for different this. Yesterday's was sandalwood, grounded, right? It's all grounded and all this. So yesterday's was sandalwood. Cinnamon is a hot spice, so it works with them. You can use essential oils also. Of today's oil is, of course, orange is there. Then you have cardamom, cinnamon, all these spices. Bergamot, if you know. For your root chakra, yesterday we had basil, sandalwood, black pepper, all the woody scents. Okay. So thank you so much, Rakhi, for sending this thing. I'm super excited today, okay? So let's start drawing this chakra now. Use an orange pen if you have. So this chakra starts with one circle, another circle, okay? Then a huge big circle around it. Circle, like I said, gives it a meaning. And here it has 6 petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll draw it once more. First a small circle, a second circle, a big circle, and 6 petals. So you can draw mandalas and all this if you are interested in all of this. Of course, you can get in mandalas. Okay. So this circle, so there are, as you can see, 2 circles into it. The concentric circles show moon flow. So, periods, all of the cyclic, all these things are concentric. So this shows your moon flow, these concentric circles, okay? This outside circle shows the cyclical nature of death and rebirth. Please do have some water while we do this. That water in your copper vessels, do have that water. Save some because I'll tell you what to do with it in the day, but have a sip of this, okay? And these 6 petals are the 6, harmful or the 6 shortcomings, okay? So they are anger, hatred, jealousy, cruelty, desire, pride, the sins, if you can say. It's basically the 7 sins according to Hinduism, except gluttony. So this is what this chakra represents. So if you're a mandala artist, if you like doing mandala, you can do a mandala based on this. Okay. So let's understand this chakra a little bit more. So it's the sacral chakra. This is the chakra for I feel, passion, optimistic, open. So you understand, right? All this energy, this sexual energy, physical energy is also related to your confidence. So, you feel good about yourself, you feel sexy about yourself. This is the chakra that will get in there. You know this, right? You put on a sexy dress, you dress up, you do feel that confidence vibes coming in automatically. So that is how all of this is closely related. Food, anything orange. So orange vegetables, pumpkin, carrot, orange fruits, orange citrus fruits, fish and seafood, fermented, okay, and nuts and seeds. So dosa, idli, so you can have a good dosa and sambar today because it will really help you. This is the kind of thing that can work for this. Okay, so orange, pumpkin, cantaloupe, I think it's called sharifa, melon, musk melon, okay, persimmon, orange, peaches, all of this is okay. Easy food. So that is why I said you don't have to really think about what will I get there. All the things are there. Drink is a cinnamon tea with honey. Nuts and seeds, your pumpkin needs, your pumpkin seeds, all of those nuts and seeds you commonly have. Chia seeds. So if you have been working with PCOD, thyroid, hormonal diets, if you have done, they give these foods for diets as well, that your diets should have a lot of nuts and seeds. It should have omega at this. Okay. So this will get in there. This is what you can use to build up there. So this is a very good food for your hormonal reset as well. Pumpkin, peaches, cashews, badams. Okay. Day wise, it's not such as such, but I will look up to you. It's not really very specific on which day of the week, like Sunday is a day for it. You can start anytime. Okay. Then the affirmation we have already done. Couple of more affirmations you can do is, I am a work of art. I am worthy. And this one you can do if you are in a mood for it. I am sexy. I'm hot. I am divine. The frequency for this is 417 hertz. We had played a track right before this. Oh my God, Raki, the scent is so nice. The entire home is smelling of cinnamon. I can't burn a lot of incense with Niranjan around because of his asthma. But I'm so glad I get to wake up in the morning and I do get this. It's so, so nice. Wow. Sound is Vam. 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 Okay. Element is water. So we will be doing a water-based meditation today, which will help you get into open your element, get you a little more emotionally balanced. If you are feeling particularly low, particularly there, this is where I will be helping you get into this. Okay, so we will be working on this part and I'm super excited for this today. Yeah. So now the only part left is the mudra. So we will be using for this the yoni mudra. I'll show you in a while. So there are different mudras you can get into this, but we will be practicing the yoni mudra for this. Yoni, it's called because it's literally the shape of a womb here. It is the shape of a yoni. So we will be practicing the yoni mudra here. 1 second, I'm switching my cameras. Okay. Can you see my screen? No. One second. Okay. So this is the yoni mudra. Okay. It's downward facing. And it is this. Aishwarya, I've already explained this, right? So yoni mudra is this. Okay. You will keep it, right? Okay. I think I can show it. Okay. Let me move a little back. You will put it right where your where your solar plexus, where your sacral chakra is, where your right next to your womb, right next to where your entire presence is. So you can keep this mudra. Okay. In case somehow you are not able to make this mudra, the next mudra you can do is this. Okay, this is also a comfortable way to keep. So while meditation, if you are feeling too constricted doing this, you can do this as an ease. Uterus level, yes. Okay, so this is how you can put it into this. Either this, rest it there on your lap and doing it, or this Yoni Mudra. It's a circular for this. You are getting your energies to focus on there. You will be putting all of your energy put into there. Okay. So yes, yoga for this sacral chakra is warrior pose. Okay. So where is my thing? So you can do warrior pose for it. You can do chair pose for this. You can do the butterfly pose for this. Okay. In fact, the most best position you can do for this chakra is the goddess pose. I'm going to show you because it's a very strong pose to take, and it really helps with your PCOD hormonal reset and all of it. I hope you guys can see me. It is the goddess pose, okay? Where you squat yourself, where you take your hands and you can breathe. Okay, so the goddess pose. If you do it properly, the goddess pose also asks you to do the Kali pose or the goddess pose. Very strong pose to get into this. Okay. I will share a video of you doing goddess pose. I have a little bit of back issues, so I can't do these yoga poses in general. That's why I'm not being able to show you clearly. I will share a video with it. Okay. So that is about your sacral chakra. What it builds, what it does, what it gets you going. Okay. So now we will get into the meditation part. We will get it. Yes, it is the goddess chakra is the Devi Asana. So I'm going to teach you. Yesterday, some people had asked me about meditation, what form are we doing, what we doing it. So let me talk a little bit about meditation for you, because every day in this 5-day class, we will be doing a different kind of meditation. Some meditation might work for you, some meditation might not work for you. But I'll tell you that everybody has a certain meditation that works for them. Broadly, there are 10 types of meditations. There are more also, but I'm just covering the basic types. One is the focused breathing. When you inhale, exhale, which we do in the starting of each of these meditation, when I ask you to inhale. Box breathing. Box breathing is also similar to the pattern I tell you, where you inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Okay, so that's why it's called a box. Then there is mindfulness, which is closing your eyes and letting your thoughts go by. I find this a little difficult to do. Then there is walking meditation, which is about movement, which is about, getting in there. There is sound, which we have been doing every day when I play that frequency sound and ask you to hear. visualization, which we did yesterday, guided meditation, when somebody's voice you hear and you try to get through it, similar to what we have been doing. Movement meditation is similar to yoga, but a little different. Here you focus more on your breath, animal movements, all of that you do. Mantra meditation or chanting, when you say the Gayatri mantra many times, or you follow some chant and you do it, similar to sound but slightly different. Okay. Then apart from this, there is transcendental meditation, which is a higher form of meditation. There is advanced meditation like Vipassana. And then there are those special series of post-life, what do you say? Past life regression, etc. also. So the top 10 are these two are more branches of this. There can be many more. Reiki, some people form of a meditation, but each one of them will fall into one category. So during this entire pattern that we are doing, we are going to cover each of the meditations for this. Yes, you need to sit on the floor for the meditation because you stay more connected. You are more that, and the pose that you sit in is very good for this. Yes, dynamic meditation is also movement one. So today, before we get on to the chanting, before we get on to the hearing, past life regression therapy. Okay, good to see you, Saini. Box breathing is the pattern that I asked you to follow. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. The 4-step breathing. Okay, that is your box breathing. So for today's meditation, before the meditation, let's do the activity first, because then you'll get into a state of meditating and I don't want to hold you back with that. Let's start with this. So all of you, I had asked you to keep your water bottles. I had asked you to keep some water ready with you, either in the form of a vessel, in a copper vessel, iron vessel, steel vessel, or a glass vessel. The reason is because these are all metals, and these metals also absorb the energy, also still water. Otherwise, the water we get directly from tap or we get directly from our house has so much energy into it. Still water, okay? So hold on to this. Now, I want you to take a piece of paper, any white paper that is, any paper that you have, and with your orange pen on this, so take a strip of paper, not a huge strip. Yes, moon cycles affect your body, Harsha. Full moon rituals are becoming very popular nowadays. They do affect. Glass is also fine, okay? So on this piece of paper, we will write. So we wrote a lot of affirmations in the morning. You can choose any of those affirmations to begin with, something that you are resonating with, something, or you can create your own. So for example, mine is, I've already written on mine, it is, I love my body. I love my creativity. I love my sensuality. I love my inner goddess. Okay. So you can put it according to it. Yes, yesterday even my mood was very there. Okay. So you can choose any of the affirmations that we had done in the beginning. Or choose your own one. What do you feel? Go with your gut, Priya. What do you feel after learning about the chakra? What is that feeling coming inside you? I am creative and full of great ideas. I am inspired and energized. I feel joyful, energetic, and alive. I listen to my body. Okay. I am comfortable with my body. Once you have this paper ready, all you need to do is put it over your glass, your jar, whatever it is, and put a sellotape onto this so that it protects from getting wet and doing it. This bottle, this glass that you have with you is only for you. Don't let anyone else drink water from this. This is your sacred energy. This is your thing. So wash it also separately. Don't wash it with the other vessels and all of this. And keep it with you. So at least for the next 1 week or the next few days, keep water every night in this and drink from this itself. Okay. So you have a layer of tape on it. Get into there. It's okay. You can put the tape on later. I had asked to get these materials, but in case you don't have it, it's okay. You put on it later and then share in the group how you have energized the water, how you've given the water the strength. Now, all day, as you put this element inside you, as you put this water inside you, you will feel these affirmations coming in. You will feel this energy coming in there. Okay. This is your activity of the day. Show what I am not understanding, Sangeeta. Just write the affirmations, put it on a tape and wrap it around this, your bottle or your glass. Okay. Any bottle will do. Super. Anuja, don't you think that before drinking water, repeating these affirmations will be a little tough to do? Like, if you're thirsty, will you sit and ask for the affirmations to be done? If you can do it, nothing like that. But I think this is a way much more easier way where you're subconsciously you're doing it. Otherwise, I personally will not be able to every time I'm drinking water thinking of doing this because I drink a lot of water. So even at night, even at this, I drink a lot of water. It's not possible for me, but if it's so, you go for it. Okay. Last time when we had done this, we had a lot of vows from people because they felt it was really cool to have affirmations in your water. This batch does not like this idea, I think, much more. This is not a cool idea for you all people, but do it. It really, really gets in. Every week starting, I wrap onto it and I do this, and it really helps me get there. Okay. So today's meditation, like we said, every day we is going to have a different meditation for this. Today we have a Zen-based meditation that is going to be more with your eyes open. It's a water-based meditation. Okay, so have a sip of water from your affirmations jar. And let's start. In the beginning, I want you to just simply scramble on the paper. Let your energies go wherever it wants to be. Let it flow, let it go all the way crazy. Just doodle your heart out. Random squiggles, don't think about it, don't get into it, just random squiggles. fill an entire sheet with this orange. You use your orange pen. Just random squiggles, let it come out. Now, I want you to start making waves. Let your hands gently glide over this. This is a reflection of your mind. The ups and lows, the highs and the lows of it, how they flow, how your mind is sometimes high, sometimes low, different brain waves. Let your hands follow this direction. Now, let's try to connect these dots, like a starting and a beginning. As you draw this, I want to take your energy, I want to take your focus towards a beach. While you're doing this, I want you to feel that you're sitting on a beach or walking on a beach. There's water all around you. As you're making these, I want you to imagine those big, large waves that come and crash. Try to hear the sound of those waves in your ears. How does it feel being on a beach, watching the water go back, watching the water come? I can see very clearly. Why are you not able to see? My screen is visible. I am able to see. Okay. I am able to see. Simply just draw, keep drawing it on your own. You don't need my guidance. Start from one end, go towards one end. Okay. Keep following a pattern. Keep following a certain direction. Now, let's try to give these waves a little more balance, a little more this. Let's start with a more peaceful. And I want you to take your energy entirely into those water waves that you have seen, those water things that you have seen. Let's now try to bring more order to the chaos. So I want you to make lines till the end. You can pause in between, just like a still water. Fill an entire sheet with this. You don't have to look at my screen. You can simply keep drawing this. There's no hurry. Now for the last part of this, I want you to draw a line as straight as possible. Take it from one end to the page to the last end, trying to keep it as straight and equidistant as possible from each other. As equidistant. And if you make a mistake, if you get there, it's okay. Start from the next line and make it as straight and equidistant as possible. If there's a lag, it's going to come, don't worry. Small lag to this, it's going to get connected. Just draw straight lines as straight as you can. Straight lines that represent your mind, that represents your calmness. We started out by being a sea, by being a wild sea with so many thoughts scattered all around, so many different, energies, different this. Now we are a river, a calm river with straight lines, with absolute stillness. There is some issue happening with the network. Give me one thing, but just keep drawing straight lines as straight as possible from one edge to another. Enjoy the stillness as you are covering an entire page with lines, one area to another. You're calm as a river. Might be some thoughts might come to this, might for you, it might come, but you can relax it and focus on this line. Focus on getting all these lines there. You are like water, keep flowing. Keep flowing. As you can see and feel, your energies have gone down calmer. The water is flowing less vigorously inside you. Enjoy. Take time. Absolutely stable. Take time. After you're done with this, I want you to close your eyes. We will be now hearing the chant VAM. For 2 minutes, we'll do the VAM chanting. The sound is VAM. Okay. So I want you to first hear it. Then according to the beat, first inhale, hold. Then while you exhale, VAM. Follow the beat, understand it. For the next 2 minutes, we'll be doing this. Your hands in the mudra, please. Your hands in the yoni mudra, like I showed, right next to your womb, below your belly button. Put your hands in that mudra and let's do this chanting together. Your eyes closed and feel this large ball of orange. Feel this orange emanating from where you have your mudra set, from that region below your perineum, below your navel. Feel this orange energy radiating into all parts of your body, into glowing it, into doing it. You are a beautiful body right now. You are a goddess inside you. You have divinity inside you. You're shining, you're sparkling. You're a god. You're a beacon of strength. You are a creative person. You have energy inside you. Let this orange glow come from within to outside. Now gently rub your palms and put it over your first, the navel region where this chakra is. Then start from your toes, your feet, everywhere. Rub your palms, generate a lot of heat and touch these parts of your body. Touch every part of you, your elbows, your fingers, your neck, your face, your chest. Embrace yourself, embrace your body. Feel that connection with your body. Okay, get in there, feel there. Feel this connection. This is a lot about connecting with your body. Chakras are all about this. So connect yourself to your body. Feel this welcomeness and this energy that you have. You can open your eyes, feel the spirit inside you, look around, get in there. We are in this together. So I'm sharing the journal prompts with you. For some reason, my iPad is not getting connected. Okay, now it's connected. So now the last part of this is the journal prompts. Like I always say, sharing is a big part of this. So let's journal. Some of you are having troubles with journaling, so you can stay back for a little while and we can discuss this if in case you're not able to journal yourself. But basically, don't overthink, just write. First is, how do I express myself creatively? What are your creative outlooks? Do you draw? Do you dance? Do you sing? Do you garden? What are your ways in which you express yourself creatively? What makes me feel joyful? Thank you, Aishwarya. You liked it. The Ho'oponopono prayer is same, so you can practice it every day. It's the same 4 set of mantras. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That makes me feel joyful, gives me pleasure. Third, when was the last time? I'm giving you easier prompts today. When was the last time I felt alive, passionate, and abundant? What did I do then? Fourth, what makes me feel sensual? So in case writing is not coming out to you, you are not able to write at all, you can send a voice note to yourself. But writing is, of course, a better part of this. What does my inner child want? How can I free it? So simply, these are very easy to do prompts, nothing more, nothing philosophical, nothing these, but these are all inside you. So get up and get there. And now I'm opening this for you to share. You can unmute yourself. I want you to share If you felt something today, what was the part of this? This is your sharing time. The class is officially over. I will not be sharing anything new right now. But this is open for you to share if there is something that you felt, a question, a doubt. This is your time to do this.
Ma'am, can you repeat the questions of journal?
I have shared it on the group also. So you can
Thank
see
you.
the questions there.
Thank you.
Okay. So, all right, 5 a.m. gang, let's take a nice picture together. I want you to give us a high five of 5. Let's do this. Let's click a nice picture of this. Is a memory that on day 2, also you woke up at 5 a.m. What a big achievement for some of us, including me. It's a very big achievement for me as well. Okay. So if you have any particular doubts, if you have any questions, stay back. One question that I'm having for the guys is the chakra for men also? Absolutely. So now it's just like meditation or therapy in popular culture. In this, it's become taboo. It's become more of common for women to take help and all this. But chakras, you remember, these are all done by our saints. These are all done by our Rishi Munis. They were all male. So all of this in the olden times, women were not even did not even have access to these practices and all of it. So be very rest assured, this has been made for women. This has been made for men and women more. So you can do all of this together. No issues. In fact, for men out there, you can involve your partner in this practice, do this together, do it with them, do it alone. There is no gender related when it comes to chakra. Okay. Yes, Sita, tell me. You have a doubt? Oh, you were giving me a high five. Okay.
Sanjari?
Yes, please tell me.
Two things. Vandana this side.
Yeah, Vandana, tell me.
One thing I want to know about the mudra because my internet went off. It strained. Okay, I was doing right. I was doing right. And second,
Uncomfortable with it, then this, otherwise it's this. Upside down, or if you're feeling, if your arms are aching, you can do it like this.
fine. Okay.
And this will be okay, like a womb, like supporting it, your right below your left. This is also acceptable.
And what we have to do at night, like before sleeping?
You can do this meditation again. You can practice this entire meditation, this water meditation. You can, focus on your chakra once again, write your journaling prompts, whatever you feel more relaxed to do.
Okay.
But the meditation, at least spend 2 to 3 minutes thinking, maybe listening to the music, and I'll share the music every day and feeling that area, feeling this chakra glow with you.
Fine. At that time, we have to keep the water and all with us.
Bottle, yeah, drink the water throughout the day. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Taranpreet. So, Divya, there is no particular time. I can't give you a particular timeline to do it. Maybe this works in 2 days. Maybe it works in 2 months. The body and the chakra depends on that. It's like you go to a doctor and you can't ask how much medicine will have to take to get rid of a long-term disease. It's up to your body. It's up to your practice. It's up to how you are able to get in there. Oh, let me stop recording. Please stay and keep journaling for another